instead of doing the cool little bass line as we and then crawl up to G. And then, so as you had this crawling part here, and it's for a good amount of time because the pickup note went, right after the verse, E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat, and after these verses of E flats, then it finally goes B flat, and then it was this F. But then later on, I said, you know what? I really want to just make it all eighth notes, and I want to just crawl around in the legal notes of an F minor 2-7-4. That's all these notes right here. I want to start with the letter, and I want to go into other notes of all the F minor 7, and just keep it just rolling in an F in the beginning, like 1, 5, 2. And just crawling around, As the same time I'm doing this, listen to it. See what? Look at the G sus. Look at the G sus. I have to go G, because I can't hit the B. I have to hit the sus until it resolves to B. Then in the A flat major 7, watch. I hit an A flat in the beginning. Watch. 1, 5, 1, 5, but then I just kind of 2, major 7, 1, just crawling around 2, then the D flat, same thing, but this time I'm going 1, 5, major 3, 5, major 3, just anything I want. But that point is all that, listen to this. Sus. 3, A flat major 7, D flat major 7. See how I just keep crawling around that? I like that better than. I like them both. Both the regular bass line that's written. That's fine, but I also like it this way. All that rolling bass, which is not written. Well, I'm going to write it, but I'm still figuring it out. What am I going to do after the G7 flat 9? C minor 7 still has too quick a time. I'm just gonna go 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, minor 3, 2, reaching down B flat, and I'm imitating the C minor 7 with now a B flat bass, so I have to go that further down there rather than C during this time to the A flat major 7 again, 1, 5, 3, major 7, I don't know, 5, 1. So I was like, what do I do? I really like this bass line. And this bass line, that I made for this song in the chorus, To resolve. A flat major 7. Remember, this changes to bass clef right there. That's an F and not a D. Anyway, so what if I just kept rolling it around and I imagine all the including the 4 in a minor or in the 2 or in the sus, the entire sus. I could put a 7 in there, but I'm just going to keep it at sus, and then resolving to a full G, and then the A flat major 7 with a major 7 and a 2, all those notes and the 5. So I usually go 1, 5, then 2. 1 like 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, all the F, and then in 1, 5, sus, 3, and then 1, 5, 2, major 7, in the A flat, into the D flat, 1, 5, 3. I might crawl, or just in the time times 50% of music that I have of each chord, I'm going to keep crawling. Now I'm not going to go. But I could do that, but I'm going to, this time, it's going to do concert eighths that's not written on this page. So it's not written on this page, but it's there. But I'm not just crawling like this, rocking back and forth. I'm actually going to go to the next little area of chord and just kind of keep it crawling around here. Just starting with the 1, 5, and then crawling around. A flat, major 7, crawling around. D flat, 3, crawling around. F minor, G, sus, and then A flat 2, crawling around. E flat with a B flat bass. I'm going to just crawl the E flat chord with a B flat, and then with the B flat chord, a little bit ahead of myself, right in here. I'm going through here. Whoa, just go with the whole page. Here, E flat is it? What I used to do, I'm just going to keep crawling, to B flat, B flat, B flat. G sus, but in this, I'm going to crawl. I'm going to resolve to the G. So I'm just crawling in G. C minor 7, 2, 4. Then I'm going to put a B flat. So if I have a C minor 7, and I'm going 1, 5, minor 3, 1, 5, minor 3, and then crawling around, whatever, but I don't have that much time, but hitting the 7 or whatever. And then if I have to put a B flat in the bass, I'm just crawling this crawling part. I'm just going to have to reach down and get a B flat. And I'm just going to have to, so it's going to, C minor 7 and then the B flat. I'm going to have to reach down there. And then I have to start all over again with A flat. A flat, crawling, 2. But I'm going against it. It's interesting. I'm going to take it at the top right here. This G sus. Maybe I should take a little bit higher. It's such a big stretch. I'm like, I don't even know how this is possible, but I want to be more creative instead of just rocking back and forth. I want to go like G sus. See, I just changed it to keep it E flat. Now here's an A flat, 2, A flat. Changing the page. B flat, E flat with a B flat bass. Now watch it. I'm just crawling at the E flat. I'm hitting a B flat, but I'm crawling the E flat chord. It's the major of the chord. E flat, the top of the chord. And now the B flat is the resolution. G7, 9. I'm going to put just a pure G in the left hand. G, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3. And now in the C, I resolve it. To a new section. And this takes the C minor 2, remember that C minor 2? And then I move my finger down. That is the main part of the song. And the melody goes D, C, E flat, D, C, F, which is the 6th. Off of A flat. Here's the but it's broken into a taking block by block. The minor, remember, it's the D is the melody. Music That's the melody we're going for. So here we break. But I broke it in chords until the time turns from the D to the C. And then grab that E flat of the melody. Resolve it. Accent. That's the no chord part right here. Now into the A flat, I'm going to keep that A flat crawl instead of going back to that old way. I'm always going to keep that crawl going from now. I was just explaining. So I'm in the A flat. Crawling around. Next page. F minor, I'm just going to crawl it, but I'm going to keep moving it. Like, how do I explain this? I go block by block by block to block. Look at the inversion in the F minor 7 to the G. F minor 7 2, crawling, G7, G7 flat 9, no chord, back to the C minor 7, melody of the D, C, E flat, then C minor 7 with a B flat bass, but instead of just staying right there, I go block. And resolving it. See how I just squished that down just with my thumb. And then I can break it into blocking. In the time, I have to grab that note though. And that's because I am starting at and there's two sections to this part, and it's a great part, and I'm going to say it has other parts to it, and it's the concluding part of this song. There. However, what is this C minor part? This C minor part at the end of this, I'm still trying to get there, is what? It is finally, I guess you could say, a part that you've been waiting for because it is the song. But it is not the verse and it's not the chorus. So what is the C minor part? Well, it is this part. I will play it up an octave because I just told you I just moved the whole keyboard down an octave. So move it up an octave. But this is actually the way it's written. Look at how low it is. Look at this, C minor 7-2. And it just kind of holds that top of the chord right there till the end. And then there's a, wait, I'm a little bit ahead of myself here. Sorry. I have to the first C minor part. Here it is, right here. Yeah, we're coming out of the G, 7 flat 9 to a G. And then here's that first note, D, right here. And here's the C minor 7-2. I'm not going to do any of this in between. I'm just going to try to hold that melody in your mind. D, you see the D? And then it resolves to C. It's all over the octave blocks, I know, but watch the melody. So it starts with a D, and it really continues, even though that turns into a bass clef, it really is a D, because look at D, G, G, G. Then it changes to a C. C, C. And then a no chord. Why? Because the original melody was. He's not on the page. I'm just playing it. I'm just playing it. Okay, so there it is. D, C, E flat, and there's the E flat. But in between there, look at all the times I move from here. D, D, D. But then when I get to the top, here we go. Coming up in the top, right here. And then, I do a full C minor 2 chord. Remember, it changes back and forth between treble and bass clef. As I go down, now here it is in the C minor 2. But both of them are C minor 2. It's just the melody changes from a D to a C. So when I do it block by block, I keep the D on the top to a C minor 2. Now I'm C'd, then a no chord. Keep watching. Once again, to C minor 2/7 with a B flat bass, same exact chord. But I'm gonna put a B flat in the bass. Resolves again to the C minor. Again, you can only see it in the melody. And remember, you are in treble clef or in bass clef. It switches to bass clef there, and then it's in treble clef as I'm crawling up, back up to the C. Here we go. No chord. C, D, E flat. Now look at the A flat 6/2. Stays right where it is. It's coming and it's resolving again from the B flat bass, C minor 7 to the C minor 7/2, still with the B flat bass. Then it goes to a no chord. It hits that B flat first, and it crawls up to a flat 6/2. There's no 7 in it, it's just 2. It's a very happy 6/2 chord. But look at the bass. Just like we were doing, now it changes to a A flat major 7/2/6 because it adds a major 7 and the 7 and then the 6 in a little walk down there. But before I get that far, I want to say, now we've changed it, remember? It's not written in the music in the left hand. We're taking the chord, whatever it is, and kind of crawling, going root, or the 1, 5, 8, and then crawling above it, just to crawling it wherever you can find it. And this would then be an A flat major 7, or sometimes it's going to the 2 and then back to the 1. And then 3 and 5, whatever. But that's what in my left hand was a rolling left hand. And so when I'd be here, see, I'm just rolling. So I was playing the right hand as written, but in the left hand, I'm just rolling. First as an A flat major 7/2, staying away from the majors. I'm sorry, A flat 7/2, just staying away from the major 7/2. At the beginning, but now accenting it because it changes to a major 7. I can hit that right now because it's not in there. Before it wasn't in there. That G was not in there because the G was not with the major 7 of A flat. It was not with the A6, of A flat, because that's F off of A flat. But it was the major 7 that I brought in, and now I can play it with a 1, 5, 2. Oh, major 7, I can walk around there. And that little squish between G and A flat. And I can keep doing that squish as I'm in the F minor. Watch. Isn't that F minor 7/2 right there? Well, can I walk over there? Yeah, I'm walking right there. And then I can do the same thing in the G. I'm going to keep. Oh no, in the G. In this F part, I did actually make a walk. I wrote it. That's a very nice walk. I'm going to say that's accurate. This is an accurate part of the song here. F minor. G to a G7, but watch the walk. 1, 5, 3, and then a G7 flat 9 still melody, a no chord G, and then we're back to that C minor 7 stuff. Oh no, now this time when I go to the B flat with a C bass, as I get a B flat bass, where I used to have a C minor, but I just kept that C minor 7-2 here, right? Just I had that. Hit the C minor 7-2 here. To the, remember it used to resolve into the C minor 7-2 with a C on the top instead of a D on the top? Well, this time, I'm not going to do that like I used to do it. I'm going to use that time, 50% of music, I'm going to use that time to do a little fill of a, actually it's one of my favorite ones is a B flat with a C bass. And look what I do it. And I follow the chord down of B flat in the left hand, and I just really don't even accent the C part about it, the C with it, but it is in C, so I'm gonna, no chord, because there's the melody in the time that it takes to go to the melody. You have to go to the melody. And then I'm continuing with the B flat bass now part, right? Like I had before, the D in the top. Then to resolve it to a C in the top, still the B flat bass, and then no chord instead of no chord. Instead of no, I don't do that yet. I'm just going. I have a little bit of time. I'm gonna go. So it's kind of a da, 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 da. Before it was da, 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 da. Now this time it's the time's out late. This is how it times out. Here I face a little bit of the C minor 7 with the B flat, and the time. Put a little of that before I go back to the melody. All of this is no chord, but it's powerful being a no chord, very powerful being a no chord, because you're coming out of all these thick chords. You got a B flat bass with the C minor 2-7 on the top, to resolve to a C minor 7-2 with C on the top, and then you go, still go with the no chord, melody, then back to full chord. It's the A flat 6-2, happy, to a major 7 A flat 2 pretty, to an F minor thick 2, so we're walking the same thing, but I have never written out this walk. G is standard G in the bass. G7 plus, I'm pointing at the music. G7 flat 9, no chord, just like I did before. But watch, the D on the top, the C minor 2-7 filling in the beginning, and just a repetitively rattling bass note of C to resolve to all C's. Ends the song. That's the music play song.